Hey everyone! Now, before we get right into the video, obviously what you're looking at is Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, which is a standalone from the Dynasty Warriors 8 franchise entry. So that's all I wanted to say. So that's why obviously the menus look pretty different, and it's more of a strategy game, this one, and it's actually pretty cool. It's one of my favorite Empires titles. Not really my type of games, really, the Empire series, but anyway, I just want to get that out of the way. Now, we're going to have another discussion talk, and this isn't really a discussion, this is actually a shout out to a certain YouTuber that has pretty much, I guess what you could say, put all the words in that put all those words in my mouth, like said all those things that I was saying about instant action. And this YouTuber is Panicman10. I don't normally call out other YouTubers or anything. Well, this isn't really calling out them. This is a shout out to them. You know, shout out to this guy. He's took those exact words right out of my mouth. Like, he really has, about instant action, because he knows the problems, and he surprisingly knew before launch, and I feel so guilty because, you know, I kind of in a way criticized him, because I told him, like, look, you got to be patient about it. Like, he made a couple of comparison videos and, you know, said that it was going to be bullshit, and, you know, I just refused to listen to him, honestly. Like, I thought it was going to be great. And, you know, when instant action came out and I was playing the games, obviously, as you know, if you watched my previous videos, my opinion about the new instant action mode has changed. And Panicman10 pretty much gave out those warning signs that me, and I'm sure many other solo players, as you like to call them, would refuse to listen to. And, you know, I apologize to you, Panicman10, for pretty much reluctantly refusing to listen to you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say everything that you said, because I've made a couple reviews about instant action and noticing the problems too. You can watch my previous videos about that. Okay, hang on, let me start this match first, because this is getting boring for you to look at. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. So anyway, yeah, like, but I will say though, I think your new review video would obviously cause a lot of controversy from the people at Solo Plays Matter. Maybe some certain YouTubers, which I'm not gonna name, because I'm not that type of person that would just call out other YouTubers for things that I don't agree with. But yeah, so get ready for a fight, because oh, you're gonna need a lot of help that you can get. You know, you're gonna, like, my own main problem with this certain movement, I'll say it, like Solo Plays Matter, is that I don't think they really understand some of the problems there. Like, yes, people would say, like, oh, they're going to release future updates to make it better, blah blah blah. Like, that's $1 million question. Will they actually do it? Like, yeah, they may fix up a lot of the bugs of the AI, but will they add in the more maps, the other errors? Like, that's pretty much my main concern right now, because they kind of did this with Skirmish. Honestly, like, they released Skirmish, brought out a couple of updates to fix the bugs. Unfortunately, they didn't fix all of the bugs that were still there. There was only a couple small bugs with AI and some other things, and they never touched Skirmish again. They didn't want to update it even more. They didn't want to make new modes, adding more maps. Like, they didn't keep it fresh, and their response to that was just because, oh, no one was playing it. The reason why no one was playing it is because they didn't keep updating it. That's it. They did not update Skirmish. And it kind of frustrated me because I remember being so pissed off about that. But, you know, EA was just being EA. Like, I just didn't think they cared much, honestly. They didn't, like, even though I still have some hope for this one, do I think that they'll actually do those things that we're asking, like for them to add more maps and maybe more modes? I don't know. Like, yes, there is another thing that people will tell me, and I've been told this before too, like, oh, you do realize that the other areas have to have capital supremacy first before we can have instant action, because all that it pretty much is obviously the first part of capital supremacy, the new instant action mode, is, you know, basically pretty much conquest game, like, you know, capturing command posts and all. And that's great. I mean, that's what I've wanted. I've wanted to see that type of game mode come back, you know, just to bring back the nostalgia feeling of Pandemic's games. But honestly, playing the new instant action makes me want to go back to the Pandemic games. And I've got them on my PC. Battlefront 1 and 2, the originals. And let me tell you, they're still a lot of fun. I've been playing them for years. And honestly, those games made me a fan of Star Wars in general. They did. Like, I didn't know anything about Star Wars before I played Battlefront 1. I'm being brutally honest. I thought it was just... Personally, I just thought it was another, like, you know, like, boring crap from, like, the... Like, I didn't think it was a space opera, to be honest. I thought it was something else. But I was wrong. And after I played, Star Wars Battlefront, like, 1, I just loved it. And I wanted more. And also, too, like, they had the varieties there. And that's another thing that Solo Plays Matter doesn't really understand. You want, like, if you want people to keep playing it, because they claim that they're going to play for months and months and months. And let me tell you, they're going to get bored very quickly. Like, probably in 2 months later, because of the lack of maps and everything. And everything else. But I will say this, though. Like, Panicman10 isn't happy that there is no, you know, space maps. To be brutally honest, as much as I would love to see that, like, it honestly wouldn't bother me if we never get, like, you know, ship maps and all. Because for me, I don't really play space battles. I don't really do play any of them, to be honest. I don't play much of it on the Pandemic's version anyway. I don't play any of the space assault maps. You know, it's just not my thing. But because I prefer fighting on the ground and all. So, yeah, and I don't really use vehicles that much. But, you know, I still would like to see vehicles there. I mean, that's one of the main issues that I have is there's no AI vehicles. And yes, I know, they have said that they couldn't add them in at launch. Meanwhile, someone else has said that they have seen them, like, they've seen early play of it, and according to this person, I can't remember who it is, but they seem to be working fine, the vehicles. So, why couldn't they just add them in anyway? Like, I find that confusing, like, look, I know the developers are trying their best for us, and all, but I don't know, like, it just disappoints me that, you know, they will just bring out a lack of everything in it, and Instant Action was just not ready to be released yet. I reckon they just could have waited a bit longer, honestly. But anyway, this is just really a shout out video to Panicman10. You took those exact words right out of my mouth when, you know, you've talked about the many issues about Instant Action. I'll admit, I don't agree on everything that you say, but, you know, I agree with you on a lot of things about the Instant Action. Like, you know, my main problems is that it's just there's no variety and that the maps are just completely empty. And I did put that in the comment section of on your video. So, that's about it. I know there's going to be a lot of other people that will probably disagree with both of us on this topic, but, you know, we can agree to disagree, and everyone's got rights to have an opinion, no matter how crazy it is. You know, So yeah, I mean that's just it. I mean, thank you for that, and thank you for, you know, pretty much saying what I've said. And you can watch the previous videos where I speak more about what I really think about instant action and my honest opinions about it all. So anyway, thank you for that. I'm gonna go, and I promise you guys I will bring in more gameplay of Empires if you wish, and other things. That's it. Bye. Thank you, Panicman10. See ya.